Hey, what's going on, traders? Mike again. All right, so today is May the 25th. We are about 2.5 weeks into the small account challenge. It is May 25th, so it's a Wednesday. Um, we started off, with $5,000 in the small account, like we talked about in the last couple videos. We have a couple rules in place, and I'm not really gonna get too much into this. We're a couple episodes into this, but a pretty good Wednesday right now, pretty good week. Um, so yesterday during pre-market hours, I did cover a short that I had. It was CBIO, and I'm gonna go back. I'll actually show you that right now. One second, let me just pull that up. All right, pull it up on this one. We're gonna add the screen on top of it. Just bear with me a second. I'm not that good at this stuff, but here we go. All right, cool. So right here you can see this was the trade. It was CBIO. We made $380 off this trade. We had a thousand shares in, 1,000 shares out. We opened it up at 143 and we closed it at 10. I'm sorry, not 10. 105. So a nice little drop right there. Gave us a nice little jump in the money, and we're gonna get rid of that. There we go. All right. So, let me actually just pull that ticker up so we can see what's going on with it. So, CBIO. So again, this was 2 days ago. So this was right over here. I had high of I believe 146 or 147. I hit it right over here at the 143, almost nailing the top of it. And then it pulled back, went sideways into the aftermarket, and then in the morning, pretty much just gapped down. And in the pre-market hours, I believe it was 8:53. I did cover at the 105. And yeah, so got right there, opened it up, into trading day. I already took profits, so I had no skin in the game of this. Took right back off, going back up. Um, and to be 100% honest with you, traders, I am currently in this trade again right now. Um, I'll go through it real quick. So I am short right now at 120, 120 being right here, right here. Yep. So I did reshore 120. I do it with a small size. I was looking to scale in all the way up to that 150, and that's what we're getting to now. Right now, I'm debating if I want to add to it or actually just cut it loose. That's kind of up in the air. I'm most likely going to be swinging this into tomorrow. There was an SSR, as you can see on the ticker name right here, so that was kind of unwise for me. It's actually one of my rules that I don't like mess around with SSR. But for this, I went small size. I still think this should pull back, but they could definitely run this to two. If they run it to two, I'll actually be really happy. And I will definitely add some considerable size on there. But we'll see what happens. It's 120. We're down here. We'd have to pretty much break below today's open, which would be a little bit tough. With a half an hour left in the training day, I'm not really holding my breath for it. So most likely going to be swinging that. All right. So we also sold GOVX. Pull that guy up right here. All right. So this one you can still see the trades on the computer. So we went in with, again, we're doing small size, but we got hit in here at 259. Pretty much almost nailing the top. Did have a little bit higher, but almost nailing the top. And then boom, completely fell off, going straight down. It's actually still drilling, but I already covered at 181. It's right now going to 151. So bad day for the Bulls. Bills got absolutely crushed in this. It's a tricky stock. I believe an offering came out, and that's actually what caused this whole meltdown. But either way, where I was trading off a technical, kind of play, but news came in and made this even rougher. That's the thing about news. Charts are valuable. They do hold a value in the sense that it shows what the emotion of different traders, different investors, what prices they think are too high, what prices they think are too low, and where the buyers of overhead demand is, where people want it and they want that demand. There's a demand for it, and then overhead supply, which is just people that have too much supply and they need to get rid of it. So right now, looking at this, like it went another 30 cents. I believe I had 500 shares. Yeah, 500 shares in this. So that would have been an extra $150 dollar profit. But hey, we made $390 off this. So yesterday, CBIO 380. Today on GOVX 390. 500 shares, 500 out. 259 was my entrance. 181 was my cover. And look at that, all the way down to 150. Man, I feel bad for those bulls sometimes. All right, but that's the name of the penny stock world: offerings, reverse splits. It's a tricky game out there, and it's a competition. We compete between us all. So right now, that one is a completely closed trade. CBIO is still open, and last one that we did go into, blanking out right now on the ticker on it. There we go, pins. That's it, pins. All right, pins. Here we go. So pins, another SSR ticker. So breaking a lot of rules over here today. But yeah, yesterday had a nasty day, dropped right off. Bounce, a nice considerable bounce went up, came into today's open. We'll get a little more into today's open here. We'll go into the 5 minutes. And you can see right here, kind of in the beginning of the day, right where so I call this a bull flag. All right, if it will match it out real quick so people can see what I'm talking about. Boom. And then another little, you can call it a wedge, whatever you want to call it. I call it a bull flag because I consider this called a bull pole. Bull pole on the flag right off of it. Um, maybe I should have done a different color. But anyways, so I pretty much got in when I thought it was kind of the topping of the pole. And then it went sideways and it's been consolidating. And that was actually kind of starting to break out of that, making new highs at 1905. Not much momentum, but a little bit. But I'm shorting this at 1850 or 60. What was it? It's 59. 1858. All right, 1858. I'm shorting this with 200 shares, so nothing crazy in size. Definitely able to add to this, and I might add more to my short before the end of the day. Not sure, depending on how the price action goes. I do want to see this last half an hour, see how it, acts. If it jumped up to 220, I would love to add before the end of the day. I just don't think it will. Um, but anything can happen. So that's where we're standing right now. So overall, realized for today, $390 on the day. Yesterday we did 380. Here's a little bit of the breakdown up here, guys. So unrealized, I'm still in the red on these two trades, PINS and CBIO. This is my full position right here. Not full position, but this is what I'm holding right now. 200 shares in the PINS, 500 in CBIO. On the day, it doesn't look that bad, but this is my overall, since the open. Down 85 on CBIO, 82 on PINS. So, we're seeing what this happens. Either one, we're using small size. And, it's definitely risky holding these smaller stocks overnight. Anything can happen. But luckily, we are sized appropriately and, willing to weather this out for another day. But so far, good third week. We're going to a 3-day weekend. Probably gonna slow down with trading for the rest of the week. Might make one or two more trades and that's it. But going to a 3-day weekend, you can kind of expect liquidity to kind of mellow out, volume overall in the markets. People, starting to travel, head out, and kicking off the summer. So, all right, well that's it, traders. Thank you for watching, and like always, if you are a bull in PINS or you are a bull in CBIO, not a direct attack towards you. Long term, maybe you have a great company. For me, this is our short term trades, and best of luck to you. All right, thank you for watching, traders.